How much time do you spend in video games every day? 1 hour? 2? Or even 4 hours and more? You probably game more than you would like. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. When I stopped playing video games, I also had the intention to play them moderately in the future. And these 3 rules will help you with this quest. At first, we should try to break our habit. When was your last day when you intentionally didn't play video games? Right, that was probably a long time ago. Matt Develler's Today rule is great for building habits, but just as great for breaking your routines. The rule is simple: never play on 2 days in a row. A suitable alternative would be to only play on weekends. Of course, you don't have to implement all the rules, but if you have to choose, then I would really recommend this one, especially if it has been years since your last day off from video games. Next, let's talk about your game choices. Can I guess what kind of game you play? It is most likely an online multiplayer game that is endless or repeats itself over and over again. Examples are MMOs like World of Warcraft, MOBAs like League of Legends, Battle Royale games like Fortnite, or sandbox games like Minecraft. These games are literally masterpieces. They manage to hijack our brains so regularly that we can't get away from them. Check here why these games are so addictive. They are simply not designed to be played in moderation. That's why I recommend you to play offline single-player games with an end. Multiplayer games are also okay, as long as you play them together in person. Now, let's speak about you. Have you ever set yourself conditions for your gaming behavior?
Today, I play only one single round. I do my homeworks first, before I play. I only play with friends.
If you are disciplined, then such simple rules can already help. But if you are undisciplined like me, someone who has successfully imposed all these rules on himself and just successfully broke them, then we must take a more drastic step. In theory, you could ask your family and friends for help, but they aren't always available to support you. Many providers also offer time controls and limit your playing time. This could also be a suitable alternative, but let's be real. If you really are that undisciplined with video games, then you should rather question your general attitude towards video games. Therefore, my rule number 3 is a change in your mindset. Gaming should always be second priority. Do you have tasks to do, like homework or cleaning up your room? Then they have priority. Don't use video games to postpone your commitments. If you are in the middle of the game and suddenly something comes up, your mom asks if you are playing board games together, a friend calls and wants to meet up, then that has priority. Gaming should never come before face-to-face social interactions. This third rule ensures that you meet your obligations and thus make progress in your real life. Combined with rule number 1, you now have an extremely powerful tool at your hands. The days completely without video games and time for other activities will complement each other positively. Do you remember the beginning? When I stopped playing video games, I also had the intention to play them moderately in the future. After I distanced myself from video games, my own life started to improve. My original goal of playing moderately vanished in thin air. Moderation means being at close risk to relapse. I also just simply prefer the benefits from quitting video games completely. As shown in this video, games affect our brains to an extent that you probably are not aware of. A little distance can really work wonders.